So I'm off to Heart of England Motorhomes for a little browse, a little mooch, and let's start exploring what we might want for 2026. Well, it's part way through half term. We're about to set off for our longer weekend away up in York. But I've got a day to myself at home to get a few jobs done, a few bits and pieces around the house, and some of that readiness for going away. But one of the things I'm doing today, I'm visiting Heart of England Motorhomes, who are based in Wiedenbeck, which is just off the A5. To the west of Northampton, so between junctions 16 and 17. They are a main dealer for, I believe, Swift and Corrado, and they have a selection of used motorhomes. So I'm going to pop along today. Really interested in having a look at the Swift Voyagers. They do interest us, and see what else they've got on the forecourt and in the showroom. So see you there. So I'm taking a little drive across to Heart of England Motorhomes today. Now, we're not in any hurry to change our current motorhome. As you know, we love our Auto Tracker. It's perfect for us. It's a good size, it offers the space for us and the dogs. We've got the bedroom, we've got the lounge area, decent washroom and shower, and we've got all the extras and the gadgets that we've put on it. So there's no rush, but what we are mindful of is planning ahead and how we might consider what we want next. Now, disappointingly, for now, it seems Auto Trail have deleted the tracker, and that leaves us with a bit of a quandary, really, because there's not a lot else in their range that we could want to have. Either they are more basic or smaller, or offer the compromise of an all-in-one bathroom. And in addition, the larger models are over 3.5 tons, so that means that Jamie couldn't drive those, and that rules those out. So for now, it looks like we've got to consider something other than Auto Trail next time. You might ask if we looked at the F-Line. Yes, we have. Offers very similar layouts and fit and finish, but is a little bit more basic than the tracker we've got now. What we do like though is that it's on the Ford. We wouldn't be averse to a Ford cab, but the actual space and the spec, I guess, of the F-Line is not quite where a tracker was. And likewise, the Amala range on the Ducato doesn't quite fill the brief for us. So we genuinely need to start thinking what could be.
In 1 mile, keep left.
Now, a lot of this is dependent on what we do with the tow car at the end of the year, whether we decide to keep the Toad or not. But we've got in mind that we do want something that is about 7.5 metres in length. We don't particularly want anything bigger. We do want some sort of fixed bed arrangement, whether that be a French bed or an island, potentially even a drop-down bed that comes down low enough. But for us, it has to be under 3.5 tons. And it has to offer the space that we are used to, and at least a similar spec to what we've got now.
Quarter of a mile, keep left.
That's things like the tall fridge, the solar. We'd need to have the ability to put the aircon on, swap over our Wi-Fi and such forth. So we have got a few things we need to consider here. So offerings from Bailey, as you know, we quite like the Adamo range. There is the Voyager range from Swift that does interest us, as we've said, and possibly even something from the Pelotti Rapido sort of ranges. I'll be interested to see what Heart of England have got, because they've also got some Corrado motorhomes in stock. They're a dealer for Corrado, so they could be of interest, but not quite sure
first exit. Nothing too crazy. We've arrived.
So here I am at Heart of England Motorhomes. So I'm going to have a little look around. They've got a good selection of used, and they've got quite a few new vehicles in stock. So this one is 71665. It's on the Ford. Do like the graphics, do like the Ford cab. And tremendous storage in here. Fantastic. So this is the Swift Voyager 540. Do like the style at the back, it's very nice. Bike rack. And your reversing camera. And then down this side you get your gas, your heating vent, water point, and access to the garage. So what I do like about these is with the Transit, you get a very car-like feel. Excuse the main road. Very car-like feel to the cab. So coming inside this Swift 540, you do get a very spacious lounge, and you do get the two travel seats that are underneath both the benches, and you do get the drop down electric table. There is a drop down bed on this model because it is a rear washroom, which I'll show you in a minute, but it is on the Ford, so it is on the automatic. This is 3.5 tons, comes with the Accent head-up unit, and in this very nice grey cloth trim. Very light and spacious at the front, this lovely skylight. So a bit like my last review of the Bailey, if you order a 2024 Voyager, they can now tow up to the, I think she said the 2 tons. If you have a 23 model, you can't. So that's been confirmed to me again, that the new versions can now take a tow car if you order a 24 onwards. What I do like with these Voyagers is the contemporary look and feel. You almost get a Contiki style and feel, but in a more affordable model. Space here for your TV, place to hang your coats, and then you've got all your controls for your Truma and the Swift control panel, as well as your drop down bed. There are plenty of lights and sockets, and a very spacious kitchen with the additional flap. Lots of storage, cutlery drawer, your standard kit for the sink, duplex. You do get an electric hot plate, no microwave. but you do get plenty storage. But I think we found we could live without the microwave, but good cupboards. And this is on the Truma blown air heating. Very light and airy for a short van. You do get lots of storage on this side on the 540, and you do get the Dometic two-way opening fridge. Nice storage above. And then to the back you get this lovely washroom. It has got the tambour door, but nice big sink unit, vanity, toilet, and it's not too high, it's not on a plinth. Nice big mirror and skylight. And then at the back here you get your access to your wardrobe space, which is above the garage, which is a really good size. And a very spacious shower with its own skylight, as well as the washroom skylight. Do like this grey interior. Very big shower. Lots of space in this washroom. And then looking back into the main vehicle, you can see the drop-down bed arrangement, as well as being able to make up a bed down below. And there's also this lower access to your garage that takes you to your door either side. Lots of space. Do like that you get the night screens and fly screens, curtains, really nice upholstery on these, so you get some nice bolster cushions, and there's some storage just up the top here. The standard Truma heating and Swift control panel for all your lighting, water, waste and so on. Smoke and CO2. So in comparison, this is the Escape 640, very similar layout to the Voyager. So it's on the standard Ducato cab. So this Escape 640 is still on the Truma. You get the same Swift panel. You get a similar layout for your TV and the same Dometic two-way opening fridge freezer as you do in the Voyager 540. Your TV aerials in here and storage. So in comparison, I've now come into a Swift Escape, and this is the 640, and this is on the Fiat, but you do see a very similar layout to the Voyager. So you get the same sort of table, nice lounge, you get these fabric panels instead of curtains, still get the spacious feel with the light in the roof, and this is a drop down bed arrangement as well. Now the kitchen is near identical to the Voyager in that you get this same setup with the kitchen drawers. You still get a duplex with the electric plate. But being the Escape, the next model up, you do get a flatbed Dometic microwave, so there's no plate in that, but you get similar cupboard storage to the Voyager. So big enough kitchen, nice spacious lounge. You then get the rear bathroom. Again, this toilet's on a bit more of a plinth than the Voyager, but you get the same vanity, mirror and skylight, and you get this same arrangement with the wardrobe over the garage. You get a spacious shower, the same as the 540, but you do get this little storage space for your shower gels and shampoos. Same skylights, but a nice spacious washroom. And looking back, you can see it's got a very similar layout, but this is £8,000 more than the Voyager. And other than it being on the Ducato, and this is on a manual, so you'd need a bit extra if you wanted the auto on the Ducato. I think the Voyager offers more value for money. So when I looked at the website for Heart of England, they had a couple of Voyagers for sale, but no surprise, the 594, which is the island bed layout, had sold quite quickly, but they did have the 540 to have a look at, and the team there were telling me that they've got a couple more 540s coming through this year, and I believe she said a 564 and a 574, so if you're looking for these, then they have got some coming through the pipeline from Swift. Interestingly though, looking at that 540 on the Ford, on the automatic, comes with Truma blown air heating, comes with a nice Dometic dual opening fridge. It comes with a nice setup for you to have TV in the lounge, mounted on the wall. The lighting is lovely all the way through, there's plenty of plugs and sockets. It now comes with the table extension on the worktop, so you get a bigger worktop space in the Voyager. It does come with a nice duplex Thetford oven, and you get the 3 gas and 1 electric hob, so you get the electric hob plate, which is good to see. Great storage throughout that vehicle, particularly the wardrobe at the back offers more than enough space for all your clothes and shoes and so on, and then you get a whacking great garage underneath it that runs the full width of the vehicle. In particular, in the washroom, you get a toilet that's not on a pedestal, so nice and comfortable, so to speak, and you get a really nice large shower cubicle, really spacious, plenty of room in there, finished with a nice faux marble panelling, makes it a nice place to be, so you get a lovely rear washroom. My only gripe probably is that tambour door that closes off the washroom is a little bit stiff. Whether that would ease up over time, I would imagine it could. You don't get a microwave in the Voyager range, but you can have one fitted in the space where there are the 2 cupboards above the sink. To be fair, it's not something we would worry about not having going forward, but if you want it, you can have it done, and she did show me in the 594 that's been purchased how a microwave can be fitted in that space. What it is worth noting, having a look at the 594, which was very kind of them, is the fitting for aircon. So if you're having the 594, you can't have aircon above the lounge, you can't have it in the space where the washroom is across the middle. It has to go in the bedroom space. That's the only place they can fit it. Now, we believe that was the case with the Escape as well. We learnt that when we looked at one of those a couple of years ago. We'd have struggled to put the aircon in, so the only place it can go is in the bedroom. So that's just worth noting if that would be an issue for you. Comes with nice alloy wheels, comes with that lovely grey Ford cab, lovely decals all the way around. Looks a very smart vehicle, and like I said to the lady in the showroom, it clearly is why that one is proving popular, I can see. So I think it gives and probably overtakes the Adamo in the stakes and the race for considering our next motorhome. So what you've seen there then is two different offerings from Swift. So first of all, I looked in there at the Voyager 540 and then compared that to the Escape 640. Now the layouts of those two from Swift are pretty much identical, and what it comes down to is just the different cab. So the Voyager is on the Ford and the Escape is on the Fiat Ducato. Now the one I've seen today is on a manual, but at £72,000 roughly for the 540 on an automatic Ford cab, compared to what would be almost £83,000 on an automatic for the Escape 640, you don't get a lot extra in that Escape. Yes, you lose the curtains, you get some fabric panelling, you get a microwave. Yes, it's on the Ducato, and some will say that that's a sturdier vehicle, each to their own with those things. But I can't actually see what more you are getting. And I think the Voyager offers a lot more value for money, and has a particularly nice car-like feel to that Ford cab. What the dealer has confirmed for me though is that the chassis has been altered for 2024 on the Swift Voyagers, so they now can take your tow cars. That has been confirmed, which probably aligns with that visit I took to White Archers when it was talking about the changes with the Adamo on the Ford for 2024 as well. So if that's something you need for a tow car, it's worth bearing in mind it can now be done. The particular vehicle I do like though is the 594, which is the island bed layout like we've got now, and she did let me have a little look in one of those that's already been bought by a customer, that offers a similar layout to our Tracker and the spaciousness that we are used to. But what do you think? Would you go for that Voyager, or would you go for that Escape? I know which one I would be choosing, and it's absolutely the Voyager. So thanks for watching this little review. Hope you have liked what you have seen, and I look forward to doing a next one very soon for you. Take care.